Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. It's the finals of the game week 4. Today, SwapGo and Bacon is with me. Welcome guys.
Howdy.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty well. Happy to be here.
Same. I had a better morning than yesterday, so it's nice.
Yeah, it's nice to see you here. So firstly, let's check the results of the yesterday. Remember the results before our games. So let me switch to that. Yep, here it is. So yesterday, our first game was between Moon and Spango. Moon won that game 2-1. The second game was between Unjust and Worse. It ended 2-1 for Unjust. The second game was between Hanu Street and Just Up Bacon. Hanu won it 2-0. And our last game of the yesterday was between Urban Nomad and Geenareeno. Geenareeno won that 2-0. And today we have Moon versus Unjust and Hanu Street and Geenareeno game. But unfortunately, Hanu Street will not be us today. He had something to do. So Geenareeno automatically moved to the finals. And he will face with the winner of the Moon Unjust game. And because of that, also loser of the Moon Unjust game will be our third today. You have any comments, thoughts about the yesterday's and today's games?
I'll say yesterday's game between Moon and Chipungo, that was really hype and really tense because it was a very back and forth aggro style between Chipungo swapping around on like either Zoe or City, and then Moon coming up with this really interesting mid-range deck that was playing a bunch of less seen cards like Flame Volley. So I'm really excited to see how that clashes with Unjust and his Banjo aggro.
We saw that was the match where we saw the most decks and also the most interesting interactions.
Yeah.
The thing that can surprise you, like Flame Volley did a lot of work that game, and pretty sure everyone reacted like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've always
Sadly,
been suspicious of that card, but it put in work.
If I don't know if it's been discussed if there's anything else that can be done with the extra time that sadly we will have, since there will be 2 fewer games. If there's anything else that will be done with the stream?
We don't have anything extra.
I'm not sure. Normally we have the losers from the semis games play for third and fourth, but since Hanu isn't here,
Yeah.
I guess we'll just be ending a bit short today.
Yeah, looks like it's gonna be short today. So let's check the standings then. So as for the standings, there has been some changes. Yesterday, Just Up Bacon was the first, but today Hannah moved to the first place and Bacon is second. Besides that, Geenareeno moved to the 6th spot. Maxim Godov and Good Talk fell down a little since they are not playing. And just took the 11th place. And these are the changes. Like, since Hanu is not playing, looks like there's not gonna be a much gap between Bacon and Hanu. They are both sitting at 17 points. And next week, probably we're gonna see the winner of the league. Right now we are assuming it's either gonna be Bacon or Hanu. We'll find out on the game week 5. So let me check if our first game is ready.
Moon said they need 5 minutes, so
Yeah. So what are y'all predictions for this game? What do you think they're going to play?
So let's check our decks.
I'll have to look at the deck. Again, I made some annotations of what the decks are sort of about. We didn't see Moon's Horic Correct. And it's more like control Horic, and it still has Ragamantium.
Mm-hmm. It's got a big spooky top end.
Unjust
But,
joined us. Looks like they're ready.
Okay then.
And looks like he's going with the banjo deck.
Yeah. I looked at Unjust's decks, and well, the first time I saw Unjust's banjo aggro, my first thought was, "Where's hacks?" But I don't think it's gonna need hacks. You actually just end the game at 8 or at 6 with a big, the two flagship int win conditions.
Yeah. This big Orion Gemini. You left a single unit alive. Now my board is huge.
We're seeing Mia now. Moon's Mia is also the sort of int aggro brand thing, right? Because
They're similar with the banjo actually.
The Flipworks deck.
Yeah.
So he
Looking at this.
has a bunch of
Ooh.
options.
Mm-hmm.
If I remember Moon's Mia correctly, then that Foggy is going to be really relevant.
Oh yeah. He plays a lot of one-cost units. One-cost units are just as good in this game, and as a consequence, Bogey is just incredibly useful. Strange, he's not going for Whipvine or the turn-spree Hive there. Seems he's playing a bit more conservatively.
To be fair, yeah, Whipvine would be a good turn 1. It looks like they just want to pass turn 1, which is odd. Given that you could have had the choice of opening Whipvine, maybe he just thinks, oh, Whipvine is just going to die to banner or die for value, basically.
Yeah, he's looking to trade, it seems. Ah, no.
Oh, that's a problem.
Wow.
That was disgusting.
Good card.
And
He literally stole his win conditions, one of his win conditions.
yeah.
Well, I was joking about how the banjo deck didn't have Ono. Now it does. That's just a secret. Just get the opponent Ono.
Yeah. More importantly, that's just a +1 play.
Yeah, I can get Whisk or Kenny out of the Ghost Dust for even more pressure. Casting Crown for Bauble. Remind me. Cleanse needs to get rid of lead to, Cleanse can't work on lead, correct?
No, it cannot. It used to. Now it has that little 2 clause in it, so it has to dust the enchantment to trigger its effect.
So I don't think Unjust has very clean options. He just has to choose the lesser of 2 evils here. Gamble for the Whisk, or just play
Well, he
Megabot.
can't whisk away anymore. Chromecast is on top of it.
Oh yeah. What does he get off of it then?
My guess would be a nice buy if it's in the deck.
I don't think it's in the deck. I think it's a trap is what we would get. And actually,
yeah.
if Moon keeps playing guards and doesn't play any spells, he can actually go Duster for it to trap and play it, which would be really good.
Yeah, that'd be quite a play.
Defrag.
He's using that really early. Maybe he's using that.
The deck doesn't have good targets. The only good target for Defrag is Drew's Salvage. That was the other card. The only good target for Defrag is Gemini. So.
I mean, Ifra and Hive would also be fine hits with it.
I guess Hive is the thing, yeah.
Although he's probably packing Sunder too.
So I don't actually remember if the deck runs its trap. It looks like they're going for Hive Shield because good card. That's the Molotov.
I've got Unjust's list pulled up. He is definitely packing It's a Trap.
Okay then. Well, no, wait. Again, he played a spell. He played Defrag, so he would have gotten something different.
Yeah, he would have pulled his own Defrag. Not something he wants right now.
A World Tree is interesting. The so far is the Scarpel doesn't look too odd. Sunder gets rid of the shield.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's got a lot of elements in hand though, because that salvage will turn into what he needs.
Yeah, salvage the thing. Could go for like salvage, finish off that 1-3 with like the sap and play for potion seller.
Ooh, no, I'm thinking greedy here. Yeah, I'm thinking Ephra, whisk away, potion seller. He doesn't
Didn't go.
whisk away.
Doesn't go. Well, I mean, playing Whisk would have been the non-greedy line. This is the greedier line. Ooh. Goes Duster for Mulch. Smart. Gets rid of Potion Seller, probably. Wait.
Oh, whoops. I don't think that was the right play.
Yeah, I could have rendered it Potion Seller. Potion Seller draws what? Canny?
Yeah, potion seller is just going to be +1 here.
Oh. Okay, he gets rid of the roots at least. The rooting thing. Gets a Canny, yep. So, yeah, Salvage lets him clear basically the entire board.
Now, I'm not sure that Unjust actually wants to play his Candy Mask here.
I mean, it's +1, right?
Well, it is
And,
+1, but he also gets value on it just ripping it out of the deck whenever he could be developing board.
yeah. He can do both. Like, he has plenty of mana to go around.
But also, that's a really good hand.
I don't know about that. Like, it has Gato, but it has... Yeah, it has Gato and Ghost Duster. Those are the good cards. It doesn't have the really big win cons.
Well, yeah,
Like,
but you
I
also
would-
got World Tree Tactician set up in there.
I feel like a gambling man, you know, just... But, yeah, it doesn't opts to just mill the Candy Mask, which is reasonable.
Skrill just followed us. Thanks for the
Wait.
follow.
Still thinking about it, apparently. Okay. Heals a 3, gets a 3.
It's
It's a trap.
It's a trap. Now's the part where I'm starting to get worried for Moon, because Unjust is just holding a lot more cards here. And
Oh,
we're
there's
about
the
to see some World Tree. There's the hacks he took.
Here's the dangerous part. When you have 2 cards, oh god, Curious. Curious could pop off, but the problem is that the leftmost cards have attachments, so you don't want to just play them for tempo. You
Yeah.
think he flasks out the World Tree, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, it doesn't.
What?
I think we saw this the last time. Oh no, it was someone else low rolling the mana flask and befuddling all of us. Okay, this looks like he wants to shut down the homophobia. Angler for water.
Okay,
probably
water.
gonna draw a card with it.
Draw. Can vapors. Now, here's the issue. That Ghost Duster, what is that going to find? What? Wait, what? Unjust is not running Water Rune in here. Ghost Duster is
No.
just out of deck.
Yeah, it's Water Rune is one of those cards that just feels like Water and Fire Rune are just aura inputs basically. They're efficient at removing and also efficient at drawing cards.
They're just good. There's no other way to put it.
And they also have a strong interactions with their elements. Like the Hot Dosh Water Rune, the Hot Dosh Fire Rune is so strong. Okay, plays for Curious.
Zap.
Ghost Duster, random card. It's a Water Rune anyways, so never punished.
I don't think he cares too much if that gets removed. He's got more draw in hand.
Yeah, oh, there's a Gemini. Tempo Gemini feels bad, but we take what we get.
The top deck Ivy feels bad.
Ivy can't really... Oh, there's Orion. Orion can... Yeah, just put the 3 health on Gemini. Right? Use the
Yeah.
Trinity.
Yeah.
Training
And
Link
use the
Gemini.
shield. You get to keep your hacks. You get to keep Uno. Okay, that makes sense. If you do that, you can play Orion. You just remove Gemini with your face. Maybe thinking about force fielding first? No. Yeah, this game, basically. Force fields. I'd force field Gato here, maybe, or just hacks.
Nah, he
want
wants to
that.
get his hacks back up.
Yeah,
But,
one hacks dead.
Moon is most likely out of this game.
Yeah, probably he doesn't have any solution right now.
Yeah, he'd have to
Then
draw
I
something
think he
crazy.
runs it.
Looking at his deck, no.
The saddest gear grind, sadly.
Yeah, there was nothing he could have drawn to get him out there. He would have needed to, like, have not played Mother Ephra yet and be able to drop her Nature's Grasp.
And he's conceding. Game 1 is over. Unjust wins against Moon. It's 1-0. Do you think the Moon's gonna change the deck?
I feel like he probably will. After how that went, Unjust kind of steamrolled that game, just starting off with that big boogie. That was just a raw +1.
Yeah.
And then being able to control board with his value for so long, it's really hard for Moon to keep up with strength
Do you think
units.
about it as a shot against that particular Banjo deck?
Oh, no. Unjust rolled me in the group stage. I played Horik first game, and I was playing a very fast Horik. Horik does not have the tools to deal with all of that +1 and all of the stealth and armor and such.
Yeah, that looks like Iris is the correct choice in here.
Okay, Iris did really well in the aggro mirror last time. Let's see if she pulls off. Not an exciting hand for Unjust so far. Like BTAC is actively not good when it doesn't. The dust isn't relevant, or the face we're in.
Yeah.
Honestly, you know what I'd be doing here? I'd be taking Dr. Vile and just dropping that thing on my
Yeah, it's
turn.
reasonable.
Well, it's just a sticky, annoying unit, and if it doesn't, like, stick on board, then you just have all those vials you can use to cycle.
Interesting. The fairy is good if Moon plays for an attachment, but I don't think. Oh, bold start.
Ooh.
Oh, would you do that?
Turn 1 Gato.
Yes,
Just
turn
to
one Gato. No, it doesn't.
Nah. He wants
Yes,
to eke out the value.
Viper. Oh, Mulch doing work here.
Yeah.
Oh. Or,
Yeah,
Whatever.
Mulch that. Banner the other one. Just play for an Ivy. Or draw a card off of your roots. That could be a thing.
yeah, just take that value. You're going to need all of that if you want to run over him.
He's going for that path.
I want to see another big flame volley. Not gonna put out the IV probably.
Honestly, just dropping Ivy wouldn't be the worst play because it would be taxing on Moon to deal with it. Yeah. Because he probably would have backstabbed Neferti last turn if he was holding it. He's also still has Gato, Mother Ephra on hand, so he's got value in other ways. Ooh. That's going to be a fair bit disruptive.
I find it interesting that they chose to kill the Neferi rather than the Ivy that has a very important attachment to it.
I think he was more concerned about the health there, although I'm not sure if that was the right call.
Okay. Honk.
Honk going +1.
Ethra seems like Well, Ethera is very fragile in this position. I don't know if you go
Yeah.
for it. There's no banner in Unjust hands, so you can just get rid of Funk, which is pretty awkward for him. Yeah. No good options, honestly.
I think he just needs to drop Ephra, if anything, to cycle into some better cards.
Probably. Or like make him spend something because yeah, Ethera is fragile, but he still has to spend something to get out there with, even if it's something efficient like a slash.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Moon has slash, but that kind of card.
Here, I'll check. There's no slash in here. Pair of jacks would be good. Imposter. Viper Charmer. Oh, there it is.
Okay.
Even another point of banner. Ooh, or he's going to trade his unit.
Yeah, it's still okay-ish. Imposter with barrier and the orchid buff is kind of good. Like, can't clear it with the cards in his hand.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And Unjust is about to start building up a big board.
Yeah, can force field target enemies?
No, it cannot. Otherwise, you could overwrite a mana flask with it.
That's understandable. I guess Flame Jab.
Dude, I miss a lot of fire cards. I want Draco back. I don't care if it's not a dragon technically. I want the dragon card back.
Oh, Draco, yeah. Oh yeah, we had this discussion during the quiz, right? About Draco being or not being a dragon.
Oh yeah, Mysosaurus's Rex trivia stream. Yeah, apparently canonically, according to Coulter freaking Baker, there was a dragon card. It's currently benched. It's called Draco. Is technically not a dragon somehow, but it's in the name Draco. I don't get it. Okay, plays here. Whipvine is going to be very good for erasing that barrier and opening it up for an Incinerate.
Definitely.
Can't really trade it in though.
Yeah. Well, he could just provoke him into it. I think
Okay,
Curious might want to come down here along with Tactician, just more board.
The fun part is that he could technically take his own imposter to dunk on the shield. I don't know if it's a good play though.
He could attack Imposter into Bobble first and then do that, and then take the stealth off, and then punch him punch him knives. That would be a pretty good play.
Also, the matter of Curious. Curious with Unjust current hand draws 3 cards.
Oh yeah, that's just value.
I missed the text that was Inspire left.
Nimbus! Bro, the old Nimbus. Reshuffle your entire hand to give you 1 point of cost reduction.
1 point. Those are quitter words. Those are the words of someone that doesn't have Spellweaver on the board.
Yeah. That would be me.
Okay then. Can no longer take flight is unfortunate. Knives doesn't pop stealth because of the hero armor. Okay.
Now he may have Flame Volley and Catch in hand, maybe also Blood.
No.
That's terrible.
No.
That is,
No.
Oh man.
there it is.
Here in Foxfang, we used very fair and balanced combos.
So you mean Gemini and any creature.
Look at that. They both have lead. That thing. See, but even that's not good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
Gemini
gone
and Crisp. That's lethal. 2-0 Unjust with the Banjo aggro. Just rolling through, no problems at all.
I
Congratulations to
still,
Unjust.
to me, the most iconic Gemini lethal was when someone used Gemini on my Doomshroom to remove card because Gemini used to do that. It used to like sap all the keywords.
With the end of this game, do you think the Height Shield and Gemini needs any change? Need any change?
Yeah.
I'm
Yes.
skeptical of Gemini. Like conceptually, the card is good. It's just that the numbers aren't correct. High shield, absolutely and definitely. Like a 3 health armor unit with stealth, lead, and 1 pip of attack is illegal. Even killing an Onkuda at times is difficult, but then you add lead and add stealth to it, and you can't even water rune it. You can't attack into it in any efficient way.
Yeah, compare it to something like Halcyon in Strength, and it's just kind of insane how much more you're getting for 1 mana.
Remember when we nerfed the pony because hero armor was too good and the pony is a 6-drop?
Uh-huh. You guys remember when we nerfed my precious Dracomanthium because y'all were mad about hero armor? We really need to adjust Hide Shield. Gemini, I feel like, should probably be a 5/5, and I'm fine with it giving the other unit lead, but I really don't like how we have so many units that just randomly have lead on them for no purpose other than making them hard to interact with.
I mean, that's what lead is for, but you can argue that some of them don't deserve it. I
Yeah.
think Chester deserves it. Trapper Keeper with no lead was never playable, especially when Crisis does it. But Chester is kind of an offensive card that has lead.
You're in the next game.
Yep, they're ready and they're starting now. Our final game between Geenareeno and Unjust. As you know, Anu is not with us today.
It's going to be exciting. Geenareeno out this really cool Water Glorious main deck. Honestly, if Unjust wasn't Foxfang, I'd be rooting for Geenareeno here. I might still root for Geenareeno because this is just Banjo doing Banjo things, and I don't want to see Banjo win another league.
Anti-Banjo second.
Yeah. We will see.
Flasks out Crossref. I'm not a fan of that.
That's a lot of draw.
Yeah, it's a lot of draw, but flasking out for a card draw spell this doesn't ever feel good. Sometimes you have to do it, but
yeah. Maybe he's prepping his hand, like maybe he'll drop some 1-drop and then like Ice Spy here.
I want to see,
but ooh.
Yeah, Earwig.
Earwig is nasty. That's a lot of value.
If you saw Earwig in Geenareeno's last game, like a lot of the water creatures in the Oceantium deck just don't have attachments. You have things like Breacher, Polar Bear, Shell Officer. So Earwig, if Earwig resolves, then Geenareeno doesn't have to draw cards anymore.
Yeah.
Cards will just fall on his lap.
No, I'm not sure Unjust made the right play there. I honestly would have gone up into Curious and then traded Bobble into it, because then my next cards were Chalk Realm and Incinerate, and then on the next turn it'd be It's a Trap. And just going plus on those removal spells would have been crazy.
That's smart.
3 mana, it puts down like 12 points of stats with Fate.
Yeah. Strength things.
Yeah, Earwig, if you don't have the Whiz answers or something like a volcanic potion, is a lot of value to chew through.
Yeah, especially, I bet you that's why he was doing all that draw on the previous turn, because he was trying to stack up his hand for Earwig.
Yeah, but like Crossref draws spells. I guess he wanted to draw into PA or get spells out of his deck.
Yeah, because Call to Action hit Axolotl.
Yep. Axolotl with 1 point of attack is too powerful, it must be contained.
You cannot contain the axolotl. It is too powerful. It's going to be really
Is Nightmare
spooky.
still playable?
Hmm?
Is Nightmare still a playable card?
No, I don't think Nightmare is playable. It just feels weird and wrong, like, all the
I'm
time.
asking if you can put it in your deck, not if it's good.
Oh, yeah, you can technically play it, but if you ever do, you better be in Discovery.
Yeah, you know, like patches usually scrub cards away. That's what I wasn't sure if it was still a card you could put in your deck.
Okay, so Gato, Firemander, Potion Seller will pop through that Bruno, but Gato can be dissolved next turn by the hero attack with Axolotl.
Yeah, you kind of have to take it, right? The Sun Dust is almost inconsequential because of
All the fate.
all the fate.
Yeah, good job to Geenareeno for bringing something interesting.
Yeah, definitely. It's nice to see
The
different kind of
Oceantium deck
decks.
looks way better now. I'm not sure what has changed, but I remember it not being that impressive.
Oh, Glorious Mane.
I don't think it even needs Glorious Mane.
Oh yeah, but imagine Mane going off on that Axolotl.
What?
If
Oh.
Mane hits that Axolotl, though, that is going to be dangerous.
Like, here's the thing. The key card here is not even Floatwaters. It's clearly Earwig. If you play Earwig early, you just curve out like crazy because you have all of these water units.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe Anchor Drop, which is, 0 mana deal 4.
Ooh.
Hammerhead. Good card.
Kind of overlooked card.
It's like a tempo water line. You play it, and it ruins your opponent if they have stacked many units.
Mm-hmm.
Could go for Flask into Gear Grind. Seems not reasonable.
I think that's what he has to do here, because his hand isn't very good for dealing with this. It's all expensive.
You could clear Hammerhead with Salvage, but then what do you do?
Yeah.
Orion getting discounted. Like, the cards he's sending back at least are getting discounted, which is pretty relevant.
Mm-hmm.
And, Firemander and Gato are, banner totems. It doesn't really matter if they dazed. Or at least doesn't matter as much.
Mm-hmm. Curious with the Candy Mask, though, is going to be able to get some value. Whisk Away can be played in the same turn, too. He finally has an answer for Axolotl.
And that Axolotl has gone like +4 according to,
Basically Gato, but is a salamander.
It's an axolotl. That's what it is. Oh god, there it is.
But the Whisk Away is going to smack it.
You're still happy that it happens. Remember. Don't be sad that it ended. Be happy that it happened.
See, I have competing interest here. Because on one hand, I hate Banjo. On another hand, Foxfang. So, like...
Remember, you have to choose whether you're Foxfang first or anti-Banjo first.
See, am I Foxfang because I'm anti-Banjo? Or am I anti-Banjo because I'm Foxfang?
Sounds like an identity crisis waiting to happen to me.
Buddy, I am literally, like, having a crisis here.
I could play for Woodbine, right? Again, the banners are still paying off, but I've seen Geenareeno's deck, and they're probably going to start dropping things like Shelly and Krakus. Krakus is going to come down on turn 8.
Oh, yeah.
For all the fate that Geenareeno's been doing, they're still pretty even on cards remaining.
Yeah. Although Unjust just had a big swing with the Candy Mask. Curious.
Geenareeno, I don't think there's many options he can use to clear Curious because of the drought, unless he, sacrifices Scooter. Draw Vapors. Never feels good.
Yeah. I feel like trading away the Scooter there was probably pretty good, because he is still very ahead on cards. In terms of value,
was a smart play.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, shield coming down.
And also, had he not traded that scooter, it would have just gone back into deck from Bogey Bogey.
I don't know if they were thinking of keeping the days on Gato just because they have Neferri.
Yeah.
A light out of deck.
Oh,
Big sweep.
That was nice.
that was clean. And
Burning
Unjust.
8 has, Burning 8 winning games since 2018 or whatever.
Yeah. I'm always suspicious of Burning 8, because on paper it looks really good. But also, it's a 6-cost card that can just sit in your hand early. And by the time you're cleaning the aggro board, you could have just played something cheaper and not taken as much damage.
I mean, ideally, your cheaper things are also preventing damage.
Well, yeah. But you don't always draw what you need.
That's what tours are for. Just play the cards that put Burning 8 in your hand. Play Firesight, play Savi, play whatever's available to you. Play Eldritch Lore, whatever it is.
Not gonna lie, I'm not feeling very good for Unjust here.
Definitely not. Again, there are too many water cards, too many heavy water cards that we haven't seen. That if Geenareeno has Krakus, he can play Krakus and Scorch Face and just go in and Krakus sweeps the bogey.
Mm-hmm. Deep Rag will clean out the Krakus, but what do you do next?
Nope, no Krakus apparently. Nessie.
Oh.
Nessie does try to defrag. Absolutely does not.
Ladies and gentlemen, the weak units prism.
So encapsulate. There it is.
Clean.
Yeah, that was a 50-50. I think they still have Tempest Brew. Just had to gamble.
You were
Yeah,
saying?
there's Tempest Brew.
Okay, Unjust is back in.
I don't know. I still don't like any position where Krakus or Shelly just clap me.
Yeah, that's never fun to think about.
Like, you look at the hand and, okay, you can draw into Gemini and Orion with the Tempest Brew. The Breacher,
Oh!
Wow.
Oh!
he must be contained.
You can't stop the axolotl.
Well, Orion helps against something. Like, you have Orion and Tactician. Just give yourself shield, play for Orion, kill the Breacher. But, oof.
No, that's what he's going for.
It doesn't look like he wants to give himself shield, though. He's just going to take 5.
Maybe he
Whoa.
miscounted.
Yeah. That sounds bad.
Yeah, he shouldn't have played Nefertiti there. He should have...
Oh, he heals for 2. For 1, actually. No, yeah.
Wow, look at those removals.
Encapsulate. Just all the hard removal options.
All Geenareeno needs is 3 points of damage.
You'd be surprised how hard that can be if you don't have BTAC.
Yeah.
It's a trap, I guess it is, but I haven't seen Geenareeno's list, so I don't remember if they have it.
If Nefertiti stays alive, though, he could heal a decent bit. Tactician is also there. Dr. Vile could also be there. That's a trap. Unjust just needs to get through unit.
And plenty of lifesteal in Unjust's hand, but
There's also
the question
Mutate
is
in
if he
hand.
gets to use it.
Mutate in the deck.
Welcome back, Alpha.
Alpha, glad you could join us.
Hello, Alpha.
Hello.
Currently at the final game. It's the first game of the
There goes
finals.
all the healing.
Dear. Geenareeno got a clear response.
I don't think he has many 1-drops left in his deck, so Ethera doesn't actually protect him as well. The Saps are gonna give him a bit of a buffer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, looking through.
Imagine trying to defrag an Axolotl.
Finally, a unit that Wiz has trouble removing. You know what? He could Ephora out of deck into hacks if he gets really lucky. But also, Axolotl is just 12 points of buffer, so that may not even be close to enough.
Well, Axolotl can take a lot of battle battles.
Jeez.
Axolotl abuse. You gotta feed your Pokemon with rare candies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what do you think Axolotl evolves into? It's a little Gyarados, probably.
Evolves into Nessie. Then it evolves into Cryogen or something.
Yes!
Yep,
Dragons.
Dragon. That's. I said it as a joke. Please don't kill your Axolotl. He's a good boy.
No! Stop! This is animal cruelty.
I wonder what he's looking for, though. Like, again, I don't remember if he actually has. It's a trap. Oh,
He's probably looking for some of his big
yeah.
units we've been talking about the past 15 minutes. It's like, where the heck is the Cryogen? Where's the... Or not Cryogen, but where's the Krakus and Shelly? They should be here, but they haven't shown
Yeah.
up.
Also, how did I miss a suit up
Could have been
or
Suit
like
and
clone
Clone
army? Because suit up wouldn't work because B unit has an attachment.
Yeah, it must have been Clone Army.
Yeah.
It's a trap. Defrag's still kind of looking like a clown.
Yeah, we'll be happy to have it when Shelly or Krakus come out, though. If they do.
Yep. Big World Tree.
Oh, yeah, that's the dummy World Tree.
Tanite is also really strong with the cards that Unjust has in hand. BTAC and the Mulch.
Mm-hmm.
Has to spend BTAC though and gets an 8-9, probably an 8-9 World Tree, right? At this point in the game. There it is.
Yep.
And we still haven't seen Gemini, though. He obviously doesn't have the board to make use of Gemini.
He could actually play Sanite, Cold Snap, remove his roots, and then he could use that with Mulch and Defrag to clear through something, and then be able to attack with World Tree immediately.
Yeah, of course. You can just also pay 3 for the roots, you know?
Yeah.
I'm just saying that, Hive, Salvage, and Gemini are the last 3 cards, and none of them are exactly good in this situation. Teleport. Okay, it has Shroud. There's a lot of cards. He doesn't get the 1/3 because he doesn't have the mana.
Oh dear. Cold Snap Salvage. The knives and the zap. He may have lethal.
Let's see. Defrag Shelly.
Yeah, defrag the Shelly.
And yeah, I'm pretty sure he can clear the board and win.
Mm-hmm.
Then I creases and use sap and knives the units away.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's game. He's aligned.
If he does it.
Yeah,
I hope
we'll
he doesn't.
see. I don't. Well, that doesn't change
What?
anything. Manually on brewing doesn't change anything.
No.
Doesn't
What are you-
see it.
Oh.
Doesn't see it. Okay, that's misleading. Again,
We
you're,
were
you're
so
com-
close. We were
you're
so close to
conflicting it.
greatness.
Oh no! Don't. Oh. I mean, that's still not a terrible position to be in, but Seek isn't really good on Mira. You get.
Floodwater.
Oh no! Oh, you can floodwaters, but like you floodwaters and then do what? You can play like Break, Grab, and Bruno again, but I don't think that's enough. Floodwater is almost certainly already in his hand, anyways. Can remove the A3. Like, Krakus can remove the A3 with the grasp. But Krakus is not a card, which is a bad thing, but okay. I've been talking, I've been praising Krakus a lot, and he hasn't shown up. He's being very rude about it.
Oh, it just occurred to me that Krakus is also going to be a 5/9. I'm not sure if Unjust will be able to remove that. Oh, yeah,
the
Hive, if he draws it, will barely be enough.
glorious main is a thing that exists. It's a trap. That could be it.
No. No, you're kidding me.
There's the Krakus.
That's game.
That's game. Wow.
Missed lethal. Ah. Hate to see it.
Yeah, definitely. It's hard to see that.
I'll be right back when the game starts.
Alright. Well, we saw a missed lethal from Unjust, and Geenareeno wins the game. Let's see what's gonna happen in the games too.
Yep, game 1.
Well, looks like they're sticking with their decks.
Let's see.
It's definitely not the hand you want.
No, that is not good. Although turn 2 Tempest Brew will be very good. See, I'd actually take Salvage and Mechabun here over the Candy Mask. I don't think you play Mask after you Tempest Brew.
I am back to sort of commemorate this incredibly hideous looking starting 7, honestly. Well, Whisk is here, and Whisk is probably an incredibly important card given how dependent of Earwig Geenareeno deck can be. So I don't know if Bacon is speaking, but I can't hear him.
No, I'm
He's here.
had somebody message me that like I might be having background noise come through, and I'm trying to figure that out.
I gotta lower the volume. I have to get DMCA.
Yeah.
I think Bile is a good plan here. Probably not given that Geenareeno has a barrier up to make use of it.
Okay, I've adjusted my audio a bit. We'll see how that goes. Okay, we've got the high shield in hand. Ivy on the bobble, going to slow stuff down. That'll be annoying.
Also, the sound is coming from Geenareeno's stream, so we need to mute that probably.
I muted the stream.
Okay, so I didn't have it muted. That's why I was confused.
Ah. Wanderoon answers here, but Ivy is going to trade in. I guess Geenareeno is playing control here, so he would rather take that trade. Yeah,
Big shield pot seller coming right up.
I remember when this card had barrier on it, and that was just obnoxious. Cookbook on steroids. Somebody else called it that. I don't recall who.
That never existed. Can't prove that it existed.
Buddy, do you want to go spelunking through the patch notes with me?
I'm joking. Of course I know that hideous thing existed. I hated every second of it.
Yeah. It was
I used
there
to,
for
and
like
I love
several months.
Potion Seller. I played Potion Seller back when it wasn't hard. But yikes, you didn't have to give it to him. Okay. And he sticks of all things. Let's see, he gets Canny again? No, he already used Canny. He gets Mulch.
No, he gets... Okay, one free card out of deck. Removal, so that's already +1, +2. And then the Elderwood will draw another card. So depending on how you want to look at that, that's like a +3 play. Very fair, very balanced.
Do you remember when Mulch used to be like deal 2 damage, and if the unit survives, you get the Elderwood?
Ah. Why?
In fact, you didn't even get an Elderwood, you got an Earth card. It was pretty good, I'd say.
Remember when it used to be -1/-1, and it would just rip through things like Mekarai?
Yeah, I think that was on purpose, and then they realized, wait, this is dumb.
Yeah. Because as a card, you look at something like Mulch and you think, how could this be good? Because it's like, it's 1 point of damage. But if you can just trade that evenly, you go +1 for 1 mana. Every time. And you get a guard.
Just think of it as a banner draw card, because it basically is.
Mm-hmm.
Fight coming down, the Vials coming down.
Tactician, you want to make those vials slide like butter. That's going to be nice.
You're gonna drink your meds.
That seems like a good turn to Gato.
Does it? Like, what do you banner? You don't get the banner value out of Gato here. I think he does see, you know, the Tactician line where he uses it as just gonna chug. Has life to spare, so no need of spending.
Yeah, I'm not sure that was an optimal play. I would have traded the Reefus into it with the banner, and then played out Tactician and popped off.
Honestly, Tactician, he playing for like Tactician, Force Field, Vials would have also given him a lot of information, which is pretty important. Seeing if the Geenareeno has Burning in hand, for example.
Yeah, I feel like he kind of just took the worst of possible routes there. Or not the worst, but like suboptimal. There's that bulky hammerhead again. Bogey for the Axolotl. Unjust has learned from his mistakes. He has contained it. He has done the unthinkable. Gato contained.
You could go for World Tree, right? Because of Ghost and stuff.
Yeah, if it's in the deck. I believe that like there's no other Earth cards there since he's already hit Mulch.
Yeah, I really used Mulch,
I think that
so
Steroid would be the play.
Yep.
6/7 World Tree.
Fair and balanced.
Chalky tree.
I remember Hearthstone had like one minion that was literally just a 4-mana 7/7, but you lost 2 mana on the next turn, and that thing was just obnoxious.
Yeah, that's the weakness of World Tree, though, right?
Yeah, that's the weakness. Also, how much did he lose? Because like 3-mana card, 4-mana card. Also, he got a card out of deck. Also, when World Tree dies, he'll draw another card. Like, he's still winning, just not as much.
I guess, yeah, the fact that Elderwood just draws a card is it's the icing on the cake on World Tree. It's not just you have an 8/9. It's you have an 8/9 and it's a floater.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Here comes the big Orion.
See, I would have gone for like an Incinerate, or Incinerate on the Nessie, and it's a trap there. I would have just cleaned through his board.
Well, here's the thing. We don't know if Geenareeno has Burning 8. If Geenareeno has Burninate or a way to get It's a Trap to finish off the board, then... Okay, no Burninate so far.
Yeah, looking good. Had he gone with the Tactician play earlier, he could have made that a lot safer.
In fact, I'm surprised it didn't Force Field at all to, protect himself from Burninate.
Yeah. He would have also
Looks
overwritten the days on Gato.
I think the 3/3 trading into the Nessie would have been better.
Yeah.
There's this... Punished.
Hard punished.
Yeah, here comes a cross ref probably.
Just gonna draw.
Or like an earwig. Cross refs, one card gets out of the deck. Big draw
Tell you
spell
what, I
now.
bet you Geenareeno's feeling really good right now. He's like, I'm actually beating the Banjo deck. Oh dear.
There's the axolotl.
Yeah, there's the gas. Axolotl's gonna hit the hive. And all of a sudden, Geenareeno's a little low on health.
I mean, he does have a Scorch and a Krakus. Can play for Scorch the bunny, attack the bauble, play Krakus and get a board clear. But I think he dies if he does that because there's a lot of burn in Unjust hand between the Trap and Chakram and all the saps.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think Unjust might actually have enough burn over a few turns.
Liked for Glorious Main. Scorch on the bauble. Mutate, okay. There will be no Geminis this game. Or at least this turn, I mean. Bruno?
I think he might be... I think he might have lethal.
It's a Trap gets rid of both. But the problem is, It's a Trap gets rid of Bruno, but also Bruno gets rid of your mana. I think he's playing too fast. He might have actually had lethal, but...
Yeah, I think between Chakram, Trap, and the sap from Axolotl.
Yeah. Well, let's see if he gets punished again for it. Okay, that taps... Oh, it dusted it, so he doesn't get the...
Well, he's in a great spot, so he doesn't need to hurry. Just maybe in a potential mislethal, that's all.
It's a better spot.
Ooh,
There's
the
Gemini. There's the remove the entire board or else card. Hammerhead is already gone, so it's not like he can daze away for a turn.
Burninate's already gone too.
Okay.
I just want to see Mira rip like an Angler into Sunder one of these games. Just like the most brutal tempo play.
Sunder what?
Angler into Sunder is just a thing that could happen very easily, consistently.
I think it happened in one of the games. Yeah, it happened. Anyways, the game is over. Yep.
Maybe Unjust was waiting because he wanted to finish him with the Axolotl. Maybe he was going for the dominance play. Well, it is now 1-1.
Yep.
Grand finals.
And we're gonna see a third game for the finals.
Is Banjo going to run it through yet again? Or is Geenareeno going to surprise us all with this very interesting Glorious Main Water Mira deck? We will find out. Okay, that's a pretty good hand for Unjust here. We've got the Incinerate, Ivy is removal, Mechabun.
It's not keeping the Hive Shield.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. I'm like, I would have kept Hide Shield there. It's because it's so hard to remove. It's a lot of damage.
on CTA. Championship play. Last Earwick? No, Angler. Angler probably actually gets under here. I don't think. I don't remember if he generated that. So.
He could be hitting Sunder, he could be hitting Water Rune. In any case, he's probably removing whatever Unjust throws down. Although if Unjust goes Ivy, that's a neutral play, I think.
You play for the Flask on Ivy.
Yeah. That would make Unjust curve a little bit difficult next turn. It would just have to play like the raw Mechabun.
Looks like no, it's a Mechabun.
It's just gonna go that. Water Rune is a clean answer here.
Yeah, doing that when Angler showed up is pretty bold because either Water Rune or Sunder for next day. I guess you're not too sad about losing your Mechabun to either of those cards because you already drew a card.
Yeah.
Strike down, cleaner.
Geenareeno is going to save it for something more important later.
Bogies is not in the perimeter for now.
It could come out though. Reefus.
Yeah, it has stealth, so Reefus can find it. Also, wind card in the discard pile goes down so you can fetch Whisk.
Oh yeah.
I'm not fond of the Canny Mask in this deck. I don't feel like it does anything. I guess
it's kind of just a deck center, but yeah, I'm seeing here how it could lead to some inconsistency.
I guess since Ghost Duster got changed to drawing anything, he became much worse.
Still a great card.
Absolutely. 2-1 armor it floats most of the time. It can dunk on heart. My hopes everywhere hated. Okay, I liked nothing, no breaker grab, which is pretty bad for Geenareeno. Kind of weird because you want to go Ethera. Ethera feels vulnerable here. Or you can go Tempest Brew. Like I know this Banjo deck, it's an aggro Banjo, of course, but Tempest Brew would have sounded good because it gives Geenareeno nothing to target. And he's clearly having like some sort of handful of interaction that he can't use cleanly.
Yeah.
So just taking the turn off to put saps in your hand would have felt probably good.
Yeah. Especially because that turns up the tempo on a lot of your units. You can just...
It does, like, scrub summon important attachments sometimes. Like, you don't want your Gato to have sap. You'd rather have the Sun and Gust.
Yeah, that's true. Risk reward.
Yeah, Tempest Brew is a spicy card like that. And there are some trade-offs, but in the end of the day, it's 4 mana, draw 3, it has Banner. So you play that. Big Lord's main. Can't rid of the Ethera, though.
Ivy's pretty good here.
Oh yeah, Ivy will be very helpful. And it'll curve with Reefus.
But the Bogey. I don't think Bogey... Oh yeah, Axolotl hasn't come down right there, right? That was a weird... Water Rune.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Maybe he's going to zap it next turn.
Yeah. Like, he has Force Field. He can fix that if he wants to, but it doesn't. Still, I don't know if removing the spell was even good. The spell wasn't that good in this position.
Yeah. I don't think Unjust cares too much about losing Ifra at this point, though. He's gotten the draw out of it. He's holding a lot of draw in hand. And he's about to be doing his turns with, like, World Tree and Tactician, getting that to go off.
Mother Aether just makes Miss Aya look really sad.
Yeah, it'd be a sad tree.
Still playing it really cautiously, really slow. Which is dangerous at this stage of the game because Orion's up now. Not in hand, but it's up.
Next turn you can Shelly.
Ooh.
I guess Shelly good. We haven't seen her. Oh yeah, we saw her briefly and she got defragged, but...
Yeah, Gato will be a good answer for Shelly.
You think Shelly is the leftmost card?
Nah, I was thinking Gato with like another point of banner from something, or even just like Ivy would punch through.
Vile.
Yeah,
Duck Vile would make him overdraw if it dies, but
Could
Wiles
I
make
think
sense.
I'll play just for the tempo. In the case that he does play Shelly, then it's a pretty good answer.
yeah, Wither just holds on to it.
Yeah, even if he did overdraw, the things he would be overdrawing would be Tempest Brew and Ghost Duster, which look bad at first, but then you look over and you see that his next cards would be Tactician and World Tree, which he could pop off with Curious, so he could recover that value.
We haven't seen Nessie yet, but we also haven't seen, the Fate engine from Geenareeno, so it's kind of unlikely that they have it. They have 4 cards that are not as Fireman there. So
Yeah, getting that earwig off in the first game was big for Geenareeno, because he was just able to roll the entire game. But not hitting it here, Geenareeno's deck is definitely slowed down without it. Perhaps he should run something like Suit Up to find it faster.
Shoot up. What card I tell you? I would say it's like CTA's big brother, but I don't know if that's correct because CTA came first.
Seems like a good turn to Tempest Brew.
Yep.
Yeah,
Good
that's
time as
probably the
ever.
best he's going to get.
I just sat with them. There's Gemini and the Hive. Spot seller for free sap.
Tactician going to unnerf his pot seller, put barrier on this stupid cat.
Moral.
Yeah, and now we are seeing the issues with Geenareeno's hand. Cards like Mortal Blow are generally really good for aggro decks, because whenever your opponent plays a unit that costs like 4 or more, you just clap them on tempo and you keep punching their face in. For a control deck, it's a bit harder of a sell, because, well, you see stuff like here, all of his units are super cheap. Mortal Blow would just basically be a wasted turn.
Gemini, Gemini Gato.
The
Gato
big
or
cat.
Tactician?
Probably tactician.
Both buff the cat.
No, the lead will overwrite the shield.
Big cat.
Big
Enormous
cat.
cat.
That's a big kitty. Yeah, not sure what the answer is. Up.
Well,
Okay,
top deck Burninate is the answer. Clearly, it just deletes the board. But if there's no top deck, well, that helps a lot.
Definitely.
Yeah,
It's under the...
basically the same thing.
Yeah, the problem is that he goes to 9 mana and he can't use Krakus efficiently. So his hand is kind of bricked.
Okay.
Curious
Wolfie
seems
has-
to be a pretty safe play here. If he wants to start drawing.
Curious could have been really good. I think that play right there was also really good. Because that is...
Yeah, just 7/8 and then Hive, which you have to deal with.
Yeah, Mortal Blow will clean out the tree.
Hive is like a planeswalker. You just sits there being hard to remove and you have to beat it down. Oops.
Oh no. Here
Oh
we go.
yes.
Here's the Gemini. Just Ghost Duster. Just play it. Just play it. Get the
That's
card
Orion.
out back.
Okay, so here's the thing though. Here's the thing about Orion. He plays Orion.
Mhm.
If he plays Orion and Geenareeno rips Burninate, it's lethal. To
The odds of
his
that-
board. Clearly not to his health. But I
The
mean,
odds
of
of
course,
that
it
is
still has a hand of cards. But I want to see the stop deck Burninate just to, end up on a high note. Doesn't look like it. OD Crossref.
Even if he did get
That's
it,
not gonna happen
the
next
next
game.
play was just going to be Curious, and then Dr. Vile,
Yep, that's it.
and that's game. Unjust newcomer takes it. Skyweaver League. What are we? Week 4?
Game week 4.
Week 4. Everybody give it up for Unjust. What a player.
Wow, congratulations to the Unjust. He lost the first game. Also 2 missed lethals. But managed to turn and wins 2-1. Congratulations to him. It's nice to see a newcomer to win a game week. Let me update the results. And do you have any overall thoughts about this week, game week 4?
I think we already discussed, irregularities with high shield, but I think it highlights the strength of the deck being played. That sometimes the other decks also have most competent decks have some really efficient engine that they want to use to get themselves cards. Banjo doesn't really have an engine as much as every card just works on its own,
Yeah,
which
the
you
entire
can draw them in any order and it doesn't matter. I think
Yeah.
it's not exactly a stronger deck, it's just a deck that's very consistent about what it wants to do, and in a singleton format that's really important.
No, I think Banjo is an incredibly strong deck. You get to do so many just crazy plays. Like, dropping that World Tree is just like such a big tempo play for a Prism and like Wisdom, which was mostly designed around having these like double-edged cards. And cards like World Tree are designed around, okay, well, you have an opportunity cost, you have to diversify your elements. But whenever you have so many viable good cards all together across these two prisms, a bunch of the deck building restrictions and opportunity costs they should have, they don't experience. Like, Int is supposed to have really difficult, like, units, but they're sticking very low to the curve, and they're supplementing that with, like, Wisdom removal where they don't care. Wisdom is supposed to have these issues with, like, its own, like, AoE removal. It's supposed to be double-sided. They just play Int cards. And it also uses Int removal. The two prisms cover each other's weaknesses extremely well, and what weaknesses are left, they can kind of just bully the other player around them.
Anyway, I think we can stop beating on, that horse of Banjo being really good for several patches and go back to the games.
I think Bacon's explanation there was pretty insightful.
Maybe we'll see this leverage less we've been discussing. I believe it's a discussion of, sideboarding and other kinds of, deck building restrictions, like you have to win with 2 decks instead of just being able to roll everyone with 1. Might be able to curb this while, the balance patches and the meta stabilize. But
Yeah.
we'll see that we'll probably figure that out by week 5.
Like, I will open some polls about them. We were firstly thinking a sideboard option that you may change card between the games, between the matches and also games. Also, we're thinking to allow you just win with 1 deck for that matchup, and you need to win with another deck. So in our server, we're gonna open some polls. Please not forget to vote them. According to the results, we may play the game week 5 a bit differently. And that will allow us to see different kind of decks also. And we'll reward the better deck builders.
Either way, congratulations to Unjust for being a newcomer and just rolling the place.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's always nice to
Great
see
player.
newcomers to do good things. Alright
Welcome,
then.
Geenareeno. How goes?
Geenareeno, you got any friends?
Is Geenareeno here? Let's see.
What's up?
Hey man, how are you doing?
Good.
Any thoughts about the last game?
Yeah, I mean, Banjo aggro is very strong. the blowaway in game 3 hit my shell officer, which I was going to play on turn 6, which would have helped a lot. I think
Oh,
my
there
deck,
it is. You don't know how good Gato is unless you're looking at the hand discussion again.
yeah, it was pretty brutal. I think my deck needs a bit more gas or draw, like, just kind of ran out. If I don't get an early Earwig to chain fates, doesn't have enough draw for the units and stuff. But it has good clears, good late game, just can't quite keep up with the power of Banjo aggro.
Like, it was a very cool deck, actually.
Yeah, thanks. What did you guys think about the games?
I was kind of half rooting for you, half rooting for Unjust. I experienced a crisis because the Foxfang playing the banjo, and then the Dog Pound not playing banjo. I was a bit shaken by that. But I was very happy to see how everything went, especially your axolotl. We were all loving that until it got bogeyed.
Yeah, that was gonna let me play the vials on it, but he took it.
Okay, that was animal abuse. That was very uncool, man. Like, do you treat your pets that way? I hope not. Poor soul.
Well, thank you guys for joining. And thanks everyone for joining to the stream. We hope to see you on Game Week 5. Bye bye.
Cheers.
Later.